Kwa muda wa mwezi mmoja sasa, wakili Danstan Omari amepiga kambi mjini Malindi kumwakilisha mhubiri Ezekiel Odera anayechunguzwa kwa uhusishwa na mauaji ya Shakahola. Wakili Omari aliwashangaza wengi kwa kutoa huduma zake kwa mhubiri Ezekiel anayehusishwa na mauaji ya kushtukiza. Wakili huyo amewakilisha maskini hadi mabilionea, wahubiri hadi wanasiasa. Ni wakili anayejitokeza hata pasipokaribiwa na wengi. Wakili Omari anaeleza safari yake na kwa nini kuitwa wakili wa Shakahola hakumbabaishi.
After we have finished releasing Ezekiel, now on Monday we are in the High Court to battle 3 issues.
Alipochapisha katika mtandao wake wa Facebook kwamba anaelekea Shakahola kumwakilisha mhubiri Ezekiel Odera, watu wengi wakiwamo wa familia yake walidhani amepagawa.
At the time I was taking a flight to Mombasa, and I posted on Facebook that I'm going now. The team has come to fight for Pastor Ezekiel. Not even my family wanted to see me. Everybody believed Omari has gone nuts.
Kesi ya mchungaji Ezekiel ni miongoni mwa nyingi zinazokanganya na ambazo Omari amekuwa akizishughulikia kwa muda. Kutoka kesi moja hadi nyingine, watumizi wa mitandao wamekuwa wakizua mijadala kila anapovalia sare za wakili, ila ustahimilivu na ukaidi wake umemweka kifua mbele, akiamini kuwa kila binadamu anastahili haki ya uwakilishi bila kujali kosa lililopo.
We have been here for the last 7 days on all arguments the state wanted to bring.
Tunaelekea klabu moja hapa Nairobi ambapo Omari anachukua muda kuvinjari. Ni sikukuu ya kitaifa na leo hakuna watu mashuhuri waliokamatwa. Hata hivyo, Omari anapokea simu moja hadi nyingine kutoka kwa wateja wake wanaoomba huduma zake. Omari mwenye umri wa miaka 59 ni mwanawe Elkana Mogaka na Milka Kemunto wa kijiji cha Nyabite, Nyamira. Anatoka familia ya watoto 12. Kwa mujibu wa Omari, hakuwa mwanafunzi mwerevu na alilazimika kurudia kidato cha 4 ili kupata angalau grade ya kujiunga na chuo kikuu.
From downwards, I was a bit more active in extracurricular activities, and I digressed a lot of my energy to other matters. So the first time when I went to Ruiru Form 1, Form 4, it was really you attending class. And one of the guys I was in school with at Ruiru is the former governor of Kiambu, Waititu, Ferdinand Waititu. We were together in Form 1. So I didn't do very well. I got a division 3. Then I had to go back to Form 3 again at Kiambu Secondary School to get the momentum. And I got a momentum of a Division 2. That now allowed me to move to high school. Yeah. So, and I've always found out that later when I went to study law or to study education, very bright students do not succeed in life. Middle level students are marathon runners. They are able to circumvent, to beat the odds and reach the top. I've grown with time. I've assimilated it slowly with time. And wherever I am now, I'm still learning and I'm still acquiring more skills.
Katika chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta, Omari alisomea shahada ya walimu na kuhudumu kama mwalimu wa Kiingereza na Kiswahili katika shule moja ya upili. Hata hivyo, baada ya miaka 15 ya huduma, aliasi walimu na kushughulikia masuala ya watoto kabla kusomea uanasheria.
Then I decided to do law at 41. So when I did my LLB at the University of Nairobi, I graduated in 2008 with a bachelor's degree in law. Then in 2009, I went to the School of Law for the postgraduate diploma in law. At the same time, I enrolled for a master's degree at the University of Nairobi. Concurrently, I did the master's program, and I also did the postgraduate diploma at the School of Law. I graduated. I was admitted as an advocate on the 4th of November 2011.
Omari anataja safari yake kuwa iliyosheheni changamoto tele, ila baada ya uvumilivu akapata hitaji la moyo wake.
Every day I could leave Nairobi, drive to Kerugoya, a distance of around 140 kilometers to and back, then come to classes because the classes were in the evening, so I could do those classes. I finished those classes. When I went to the School of Law, classes were in the afternoon, so I could leave in the morning, go all the way to Kerugoya, do work as a district children officer. By around noon, I've left there, drive back to Karen. The School of Law was in Karen. So it was quite very hard.
Wenzake katika ofisi ya watoto walimfahamu kama mtetezi ambaye alikuwa anafahamu vyema sheria na hasa masuala ya watoto. Umaarufu wake ulikwama ila siku moja.
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, the 5th President, Dr. William Ruto, was my client. That is, I reached the apex in the Children's Court by representing Dr. William Ruto in the Abiy case. I was his advocate and he was my client. Then slowly I represented also in the Children's Court the former CJ, Justice David Maraga, retired Chief Justice. The number of cabinet ministers, the number of top executives that I have represented in the Children's Court are numerous.
Omari aliendelea kuwa mtu wa mara kwa mara katika kesi za hadhi ya juu na kujulikana sana katika mabishano mengi ya kisheria yaliyowakutanisha wateja wake mbalimbali, ikiwa ni pamoja na mabishano kati ya mkurugenzi wa mashtaka ya umma anayeondoka Nurdin Haji na aliyekuwa mkurugenzi wa idara ya upelelezi DCI George Kinoti.
High profile clients don't get problems during the day. So I had to modify to be available for them as and when they called. 2, the many matters that you deal, they will want somebody very strong. I always laugh at the memes I see around here. People are saying, oh, Omari is sleeping with with the briefcase and shoes all over. Omari is doing this. It's simply telling people that practice has changed.
Kando na taaluma yake, Omari ni mume na baba wa watoto wawili. Amekuwa katika ndoa kwa miaka 34.
My wife decided to marry a person who metamorphoses like a butterfly. She has learned to cope, that I am that person. I've also learned to cope, that she is that person. Because the biggest philosophy of life is that for those ones who stay in marriage, they must agree to be fools. I'm a fool to her. She has also got to be a fool to me to allow me pursue the interest. The wing I ran for divorce, I'll tell you, for example, during COVID, we were divorcing at least 25 people per week. Because why? They could not be able to provide food. Marriage is about food. Marriage is about taking people to hospital. Marriage is about providing school fees. My 2 young men have understood that. Otherwise, they would not have gone to the schools they have gone to. Otherwise, they would not have gotten the lifestyle that they are going to. So this notion of people talking about family, the root to family and stability of a family is provision.
Hana la kujutia kuhusu kesi anazowakilisha mahakamani. Hivi ndivyo anavokidhi mahitaji ya familia yake.
The keyboard warriors called Facebook and social media do not pay school fees for my children. They do not bring food on the table. People are busy talking. People are busy making noise. The question you need to ask those guys is, one, the oath we took is to represent anybody who has an issue with the law. The public, one thing that is there is that the public normally is emotional. When it is their relative or when it is them who have that challenge, then that is when the services look for you. I'll give you an example. At one time in 2013, I was representing some murder suspects. A lady found me at Milimani and told me, you'll never go to heaven. How can you represent a murder suspect? 2016, the same lady was in a club and somebody was shot in that club. They were arrested and they were arraigned in court as suspects for murder. The first person she called is me and said, forget about what I told you. Now, it's now when I need the services of a lawyer. Most of the people, the public think they are guilty. There's no evidence in court. Sometimes the state can create a narrative and the public borrows that narrative. But when you reach in court, the evidence must be produced and most of the evidence is awkward. And that's why very many of those people are acquitted.
So you have told us that you have reached the peak.
Umesema umefika kilele na kwamba unaondoka. Kwa nini hivi?
It is very interesting to always change careers. The marketplace is changing every other time. I think by next year or the other year, I'll be thinking on how I'll down tools from practice and enter into other fields. I think I've not reached the apex of my ambition.
Akiwa miaka 59, Omari anaamini angali mchanga na yu tayari kusomea taaluma nyingine katika nyanja tofauti.
Even now decided to go to study pathology now that Shakahola, there's a new profession that has come out. There's only one pathologist in this country called Johannes Oduor. Let everybody know you are not destined for one closet. You can move, you can change career, you can change potential, and you'll still succeed. What is more constant is that you believe in yourself.
Esther Kirong, KTN News.
Shukran sana Esther Kirong kwa kina cha taarifa hiyo, na tukimalizia taarifa hizi ni kwamba mwakilishi wa kike kaunti ya Nairobi Esther Passaris